You are now listening to Thoughts from a Beatmaker.
Welcome to another episode of Thoughts from a Beatmaker. This episode, we're going over DJ Khalids' book. It's called The Keys. The chapter is called Respect the Code. I read this book a couple years ago. Actually, almost. I want to say maybe like 7 years ago. And it was insightful there. It really kind of showed you how he came up, what certain things to do, what not to do, how to listen, how to approach people. It really goes in depth from time to time on, things you really need to take heed. Obviously, every book's not going to give you all the answers, but this one definitely gives you some things to ponder, right? So it starts off by saying, respect the code. It's that simple. Treat people the way you want to be treated. Keep your word, be trustworthy, stay loyal, and don't be evil. Do all these things together and you will have the best relationships. People are envious of my relationships. Let me tell you, God is good, but it's not a miracle that allows me to do business with these amazing, inspiring people. It's all in the way I respect the code. These people who rely on me personally and as a business partner, and people I rely on in return. I am blessed to call them my friends. The code is about respect. If you want to be respected, respect has to be earned. And the first step is that you've got to respect that person too. If there's a phone call you got to make before you make a move, do it. If you're about to do a deal with somebody who your friends don't like, let them know. Tell them it's not personal, and all parties will respect you for being upfront. They might not enjoy what you're about to do, but they'll appreciate you for your honesty. I'm always on the up and out because I work with big people. You have to be. Big people don't get big by not respecting the code, especially the types of people I make money with. I have love and respect for everybody, and ultimately my relationships are everything to me. I refuse money because of my relationship, because that's also the code. I refuse money all the time. So, obviously in this chapter he goes over basically respect. Because he works with a lot of big people in the industry, as you can see with all the albums he puts out, you can see that these people trust him and they go to him all the time, especially when he's making an album and they'll come in, whoever comes in and do a verse for him. And that's because, of his business etiquette. I'm pretty sure how he's done things in the past and where they trust DJ Khaled. They know and understand he's an upstanding businessman. He does what he does. He's serious. He ain't on that rah-rah. He ain't, they can trust him to get it done. And he gonna get it done. You know why? Because we the best. But anyways, respect, in my world, is very, very key. It's for me. Just respect me, man. You don't have to like me. You don't have to like what I do. You don't have to like what I stand for. Just respect me as a human being. A lot of people think you can disrespect a person because of the things they believe in, how they live their life. Because, a lot of people think that, they're better than others. And so when, certain people, when they think they're better than other people, they think they can treat them in any type of way. And it's like, what type of craziness is these people on? Because the minute they get disrespected, all of a sudden it's like the world stops. It's like, how dare you? But you can't sit here and disrespect people and think you're not going to get that in return. And for a lot of people, respect is one of those things that'll get your ass kicked or hell, get you killed. Because, people have egos and pride. And pride is one of those things where, especially for guys, man, like our pride, if you hurt our pride, it's something else. But that comes with respect. Like a lot of back in the day, I know I'm kind of going off tier, but it kind of reflects what I'm talking about. Back in the day, you always hear about how a man used to go out there, break his back for his family, go out there and do what he had to do to make sure he put, food on the table. Because he understood that he was respected in his household. Dudes did a lot of things back then because of that respect. A man will go out of his way because to do whatever he needs to do. As long as that respect is in the household, as long as he is respected by his children and by his wife, or vice versa. There is nothing a person will not do for another as long as that respect is there. Because at the end of the day, that's all we want. We want to be treated fairly. We want to be treated like we're important. We want to be treated like, like we belong. So respect is one of those things, man. It is needed. It's like the missing key to life. If you see society nowadays, man, there's no respect for nothing. There's no respect for people's privacy. There's no respect for people's belongings. There's no respect for people's relationships. Nothing. It's a free-for-all. There are no morals anymore. Realistically. So respect is in low supply nowadays. And we really, really need to get back to that, because respect, and people respect themselves. When you respect yourself, you ain't gonna be out here just doing anything and acting any type of way. But unfortunately, this is the day and age we live in, so we gotta take the good with the bad. It is what it is. But at the end of the day, respect the code, respect people, do unto others as you want them to do unto you, and you'll see how your life transforms and how people will rally around you and how people will really, hold you to a certain standard. But it's a good standard. Because if you respect the code, it'll also respect you back. All right, well, that's another episode of Thoughts from a Beatmaker.